Today, we're going to do things a little different. Sometimes I have topics that I kind of think about beforehand, but today, I'm just going to honestly talk to you, man. Straight feelings. How I feel today. Maybe what I'm feeling today is what one of you are feeling at the same time. Maybe it's something that one of you are going through. Maybe it's something that one of you don't understand. Maybe it's something that one of you kind of wants some guidance on, right? Today, I'm feeling angry. And I mean that from the bottom of my soul. Angry, hatred, madness, upset, lost, confused. That is what I feel today. That's what I feel. Because sometimes I don't have everything so collected. Sometimes I don't have everything in motion that makes sense. Sometimes things from the past, they come in, man. They come in and they start tearing you apart. They start coming in and trying to take things from you. Sometimes your soul isn't able to let certain things go. You think it is, you think that you're safe, and you think that everything is golden. You think I'm on the right path right now, and because I'm on that right path, there is nothing that's gonna derail me. There's nothing that's gonna put me on a detour, and simply that's just not true. Sometimes, some of us, it's our emotions that we bottle up our entire life, right? Me, I had to become a successful individual. I had to go to school for many years, many different careers. Before I was 30 years old, I did what most people do in a lifetime. And understand something that, yes, I was able to achieve that. I statistically came up from something that is nothing. But the amount of emotions that had to be pushed down and ignored to be able to achieve all of that, to be able to create something in the future long term, is more than some people can fathom, man. Going 100 miles an hour through life at all times, just pushing everything down, pushing those emotions down. And I'm telling you right now that whoever's watching this and those people that see this, and you think that, you watch other people and what they do, and you think that, wow, they've done that and they keep such a good mindset, such a good headspace. And that's not always the truth. Sometimes that headspace is nothing but war. It is war up here. Sometimes that's what happens. To get up out of bed, to make your bed, to shower, to wash yourself. Sometimes that's a war. It takes more inside of you to do that than it does anything else that day. You might have a presentation that day. You might have some type of an appointment. You might have something that you need to take care of, an errand, a chore, anything. Just making that bed is the hardest thing you're going to do that day. Because that day is a day that everything is trying to drag you back. That's a day that your entire mind is trying to pull you down. That's a day that the negativity is trying to steal from what's positive in your life. And you need to keep your head right. Sometimes you need to reach out and just explain your feelings, communicate. Listen, I know that there's so many times that you might come off as a negative person and you might be saying negative things to somebody. Maybe it's somebody you care about. And right now, maybe it's just not going good, right? But if you bottle it up and don't say anything, you're just as guilty as everybody else. You have to explain what is going on in your mind. If you don't, it'll eat at your mind, it'll eat at your soul, it'll eat at your emotions, your spiritual aspect, every bit of it. And you can sit here and you can say, well, I'm reading some scriptures today, and sometimes I'm going to watch a sermon, and you might go the religious route and say that that's what guides you. Don't think that that's something that makes you invincible from having a tough time. Those are going to be the toughest times when you have to reach down and what you're reading, stay focused, or what you're watching, stay focused, or what you believe in, stay focused. Because if you don't, it is going to drag you back down. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to say, well, it's only one. It's only one. Listen, if you have addictions, if you have things that tear your life apart, if you're a habitual behavior that just does nothing but negativity for you and takes away from where you're supposed to be, it's not just one time. That one time leads on to trends. It leads on to issues in the future. And right now, if you're trying to be a positive person and live your life right, you are not going to be able to do it by sitting there and saying, well, it's just one. Of course it is. It's just one now, and it becomes two, it becomes three, and by the end of the day, or whenever you're done doing everything you're doing, now you got a pile of shit that you can't deal with. And the shovel you have is not big enough to get rid of it as fast as you're putting it on there. And soon it's going to fill up, it's going to take you over, and you're going to suffocate. Think about that. You're going to suffocate your mind, your soul, and your spirit and your emotions from a pile of shit, because that's all negativity is a pile of shit. Bad choices, pile of shit. Addictional behaviors, habitual behaviors, pile of shit. You have to say to yourself that this isn't where you're going to be. And you might be angry, man, and you might be tired of fighting, and every day you're saying to yourself, I just don't know if I can fight anymore. I don't know if I can make it through this day. I promise you that you can. Because you made it through yesterday. You made it through the time it takes to watch this video, right? You made it here to this spot right now in your life. So if you made it right here, you can make it one more step. You got to keep that steady pressure that when you're angry, you're sad. Every day is not happy, man. Every day is not happy. Lord knows, man, that there's days where I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to be able to finish this day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do what's asked of me. I don't know. I don't know. But understand that every day I keep steady pressure on that day. Every day it's 1 foot forward, 1 foot forward. Man, I don't know how many more foot forwards I got to live. I don't know if my life will end tomorrow in a car wreck. I won't wake up from a sleep. I don't know, man. I don't know when the Lord's going to take me. Sometimes I think it's not long. I don't think that it's a long time. I don't. Sometimes I don't believe that I'm a long-term person here. And then there's other times I do, right? Sometimes you might have different ways of thinking about your life and what it's worth, but understand that the anger and the negativity that you have is going to bring down your worth. You will never, ever achieve the greatness with the anger. You will achieve a higher level because of what it drives you inside. But you got to say to yourself, what is the real driver? Is the driver this angry, venom-spitting person? Or is the driver what you want to be? And to be that person, you can never live that life. You can't live a white picket fence life. Being angry every day, it doesn't exist. It's not something you can do. So sometimes, man, you got to take it for what it is, and you got to change your life. Stick with it. Power through, one step in front of the other, man, and keep steady pressure. Because Lord knows there's nothing else that we have except for the faith. That's it. Faith. Whether it be faith in yourself, faith in what you can accomplish, or faith above. That's all you have to drive. That's every day. That's the fuel. That's all you have left. When you have nothing, that's all you have left. Keep after it, man. Steady pressure every day.